ABC 13 Eyewitness News starts now.
Now at 3, 13 Alert Radar is tracking scattered showers and storms across part of our viewing area. This system could bring even more rain for your Halloween. Thanks for joining us on Eyewitness News at 3. I'm Lileana Pearson. Brianna Connor has the afternoon off. Right now, we aren't tracking anything severe, but you could see some heavy rain and lightning in our neighborhood. So let's go ahead and bring in Chief Forecaster David Tillman with the latest. Hey, David.
Hi there. Yeah, and we're getting these scattered thunderstorms is what we're calling it. So if you do pick up one of these downpours across your area, it's not going to last long, but while it's happening, the rain is going to come down pretty heavy. There might be some lightning and thunder with it, and there'll be some gusty winds with it as well. We've seen the winds gusting to more than 30 miles an hour when some of these cells have been moving across the area. Nothing really over downtown Houston right now. The sun is actually shining here at the station at this time. We've got one downpour in the vicinity of Humble moving from the south to the north. Worst of this is going to miss Bush Airport just to the east, but it's moving right towards Kingwood. So if you live in Kingwood, you're just minutes away from another downpour moving across your area. That one didn't have any lightning with it, but this one does right there along the Harrison-Waller County line north of Katy, heading right through the Hockley area. 11 cloud-to-ground lightning strikes in the last 10 minutes with these two thunderstorms right there. So those are moving to the north as well. We'll probably miss Magnolia just to the west. Outside of that, we've got some more activity in parts of Brazoria County with activity developing out in the Gulf of Mexico. That will continue to happen as we head through this afternoon. So some isolated showers and thunder showers around for the next few hours, tapering off by 10 p.m. But there's the front just to the north and west of Dallas by the time, with more moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. That will meet up over southeast Texas as we get into tomorrow. And for that reason, we will keep that 70% chance for thunderstorms going. 40% on Friday, another 70% chance on Saturday. We'll take a look at it all coming up in your forecast.
David, thank you. And we are learning new details about a deadly shooting in North Houston. Police just confirmed a 17-year-old was shot inside of a car on Fulton near Quitman yesterday. It happened in broad daylight near an apartment complex. The teen was found dead in the middle of the street. Police haven't identified a suspect. And the DEA is warning about pink cocaine in the Houston area. We told you last week that the drug is becoming more popular among teens and young adults. Most of us hadn't heard about the drug until the death of One Direction star Liam Payne. Pink cocaine is a mixture of several different substances that could be deadly. Authorities say more cases have been reported in Harris, Hayes, and Travis County. And you have about 5 more hours to make it to the polls before they close today. And there are at least 87 polling centers in Harris County that are open until 8 p.m. tonight. Both presidential candidates are in key battleground states with just 5 days until the election. ABC 13's Christiana Cordero is live in Washington at the end of the race nears. Hello.
Good afternoon, Liliana. Great to be with you. So in the home stretch, Vice President Harris and former President Trump are holding dueling rallies in Wisconsin and North Carolina, where the VP spoke with ABC News just moments ago. Today, both former President Trump and Vice President Harris are trying to win over the precious few undecided voters in battleground states. Both candidates today in Wisconsin and North Carolina. Harris also hitting Pennsylvania in the final sprint.
Because we have just 6 days left in one of the most consequential elections of our lifetime, and we have work to do.
The Trump campaign today is seizing on President Biden's comments last night. Biden reacted to an insult made at Trump's rally over the weekend when a comedian called Puerto Rico an island of garbage.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. His demonization of seen as unconscionable, and it's un-American.
The White House categorized the backlash as a misunderstanding as President Biden tries clarifying that he was referring to the comedian by writing on social media, his demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. That's all I meant to say. Harris was asked about Biden's comments today by ABC's Mary Bruce.
What did you think when you heard President Biden make those comments?
Well, first of all, I think that the president has explained what he meant, but I've said it earlier. I strongly disagree with any criticism of people based on who they vote for.
Trump has repeatedly gone after voters who support Harris and has hurled personal attacks against her intelligence, including today while fundraising off Biden's comment.
My supporters are far higher quality than Crooked Joe or Lion Kamala. My response to Joe and Kamala is very simple. You can't lead America if you don't love Americans.
Now, last night, Trump told Fox News that the comedian probably shouldn't have been invited to the rally. He previously called the rally itself a love fest. Lileana, back to you.
Thank you, Christiane. And don't forget, ABC13 is your home for election coverage. We'll have live reports from watch parties until the final ballot is cast and expert analysis on the biggest races. Join us November 5th at 6 p.m. on our 24/7 live stream. Now to a warning for parents this afternoon. Texas is one of 35 states impacted by potentially dangerous baby powder. The FDA just expanded its recall for the 14-ounce Dynacare baby powder. Texas was originally not included. The FDA says that the powder could be contaminated with asbestos, which has been linked to several types of cancer. The company says it has stopped sending the powder to retailers, including Amazon. The recall has expanded to 23 more states since September. Trips to McDonald's have cost a Colorado teen 2 weeks of school and nearly ended her life. She's among dozens of victims who are sickened by the deadly E. coli outbreak. As Andrew Dambert reports, the child is speaking out for the first time.
A Colorado teen is hospitalized with kidney failure after she says she ate tainted burgers at McDonald's.
I have a central line in my neck.
Chamberlain Bowler is one of at least 75 people sickened by an E. coli outbreak linked to onions on Quarter Pounders. The outbreak spreading to 13 states with 1 death confirmed. Bowler says she ate Quarter Pounders in Grand Junction, Colorado in the weeks before the outbreak was reported, then started getting stomach cramps so bad she couldn't get out of bed and was surviving on popsicles.
Acute kidney failure and HUS is what we were told first. They came back and said that she had E. coli.
She received dialysis for 10 days. Her family's lawyer also represents 32 other alleged victims of the outbreak.
When you go to a McDonald's, you're placing an incredible amount of trust that McDonald's has done everything it can to make sure that your food is safe.
Quarter Pounders are expected back on the menu this week without onions for now. The McDonald's CEO apologized on a conference call yesterday.
The recent spate of E. coli cases is deeply concerning, and hearing the reports of how this has impacted our customers has been wrenching for us.
Andrew Dambert, ABC News, New York.
And we have found out that E. coli can impact children differently than adults due to the child's immune system still developing. Children under the age of 5 are most at risk. Parents should call a doctor if severe symptoms last longer than 2 days. Still to come, a growing number of teens are using their phones more than 4 hours every day. How those numbers fare for 2 years ago and the impacts tied to their mental health. Plus, a lawsuit filed against the friends of a woman who mysteriously died on vacation. Why federal agencies are also now being sued.